welcome to this week's video presentation. This week we're talking about Cessna 172 selling price determination. This week's scenario is scenario 3 from chapter 16. In preparation, used but very clean Cessna 172 for sale, you need to determine the selling price. The aircraft was purchased by your FPO for $92,000, but it has since had a new paint job, new avionics, and etc. These and other expenses plus profit total 35% markup. Based on the formula in this chapter, what would the selling price need to be to allow recovery of the cost plus markup? So in short, we have a Cessna 172 that we want to sell. We want to do a 35% markup, and the original price was $92,000. Yes. Okay, so cost and markup calculation. Here we have a formula in this chapter that's given to us, which is the cost times 1 plus markup. Here it is 92,000 times 1.35, which would give us $124,000. So by selling this aircraft at $124,000, we'd be able to recover some expenses here and also have a little profit. However, if our FBO focuses on doing this over and over, we'd be able to save some money on the cost sometimes on fixing the aircraft. But if you can sell a Cessna 172 for $124,000 easily, if it meets a certain set of standards. So this shows us that by focusing on buying and selling aircraft, we'd be able to generate a good amount of profit if we're able to save some money here and there. For example, on focusing on buying just one type of aircraft like Cessna 172, so you're familiar with the conditions and what a good aircraft looks like. However, there is some additional cost. Sometimes you have to buy an aircraft from a dealer, and there's sometimes advertisement fees involved in selling the aircraft. That's why it's so important to have a good understanding of what the contracts are. Never sign anything that you're not familiar with. And also, advertisement fees are getting more expensive nowadays, and everything's done online. For this week's biblical integration, we got Proverbs 11:1. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. It is important to be mindful and be fair whenever we are putting a price on a product that we're selling. For example, these aircrafts. Yes, we want to make money. However, it is important to be honest with everything and make sure our logbooks are good. Make sure we're not lying on any of the documents, and everything is as accurate as it possibly can be. Here are my references, and thank you again for watching, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody.